we go for another one. Shall we see who's out shopping? Although I guess in this day and age, most folks shop right out of the house on their gadget. The days of going to a mall, I think, are long gone. Well, I guess notices must have went out. I see somebody popped in. We'll see how it goes. Ah, Macho's in the house. How are you, young lady? Good to see you. Well, I see 3. So, yeah, notices must have went out. And got one of these already. Very good. Glad to hear, young lady. You getting your Christmas shopping on today? Remember when we were kids going to the mall, Christmas shopping at the mall with 1 million people? I think those days are long gone. No way, LOL. There you go. Karina's in the house. How you doing, young lady? Good to see some friendly faces. Yeah, the holidays. What a drag. I'm not a fan, that's for sure. Real quiet day yesterday. Where is my gadget? Here we go. Feeling a little wheezy. I'm the Grinch around Christmas. I know the feeling. Sorry. Me and my asthma. How you doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. You know, how should I put this? Yesterday was a little rough. Country girl, happy Thanksgiving. Good to see you. Yeah, yesterday was a little rough. The holidays are always a drag. Being in this big house by myself, and I didn't even talk to anybody yesterday. Got a couple good messages in the comment section. Thank you guys. And a couple text messages, but that was about it. Yeah, time for you to go. Man, some people. Probably one of my neighbors, or perhaps my stalker, which is one of my neighbors. They sure love busting this old man's chops. Dave. Hey, my brother, hope you're having a good day. Yeah, today's not too bad. Yesterday was a little rough. I was leaning on some stoicism. I feel the same. My brother, I have eaten anything for Thanksgiving or talked to anyone. Yeah, I had hamburger for Thanksgiving. Yeah, it's been a long time since I sat down at a table for Thanksgiving with a bunch of folks. Been a real long time. Sorry, just kind of a lot on the brain. But it's good for me to stay plugged in with the outside world, and right now, you guys are it. I'm gonna try to make some contact. Eric's in the house. Good to see you, homeboy. Gonna try to make contact with the real estate agent this week and talk about getting this property listed and getting on with my life. This isolation is, I'm over it. But it gives me a lot of time to reflect and think about, you know, life and mistakes and whatnot, and makes me stronger. The longer this goes on, the more I think about stuff and all the shit I've been through as a kid. It strengthens my resolve. And when I get to feeling sorry for myself, I look back on life when it was much harder than this, and, you know, being isolated and lonely, I could think of a lot worse things than that. 7-3. Always a couple haters that can't take their eyes off, ain't that right? I had to use my monthly check to make funeral arrangements. My son was murdered. Damn. I'm trying to eat after this when I get another check next month. Whew. Sounds heavy. Sorry to hear that. Hit the thumbs up. There you go, Eric. Thank you, brother. Only 3 left. Karina, Johnny, I will send you a plate over if I was closer to you. I appreciate that. You know, it's like they always say, it's the thought that counts. You guys are good people, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, all my going on and on about doing a kind act for a stranger, you guys do it down there every time you pop in, and it's very appreciated. How you guys doing? How was your holiday, Christmas shopping, and all the rest of the nonsense? How you holding up, Eric? Well, let's see how this goes, shall we? There we go. Karina saying hi to Eric. You stay strong there, Dave. Hmm. 7-3. Me and my scorecard. There's something I want to say, but I think I'm going to keep my comments to myself. Something about Dave's comments remind me of another person that used to come in here. Yeah. Real estate people tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to drop some dimes, Eric, and see what the real estate agent has to say. Adam's in the house. Good to see you, young man. Always a pleasure. I just keep the good Lord first. There you go, Dave. It's all we can do. I'm about to cook a pork chop. There you go, young lady. And bake macaroni and cheese. Ooh, that sounds good. But earlier I ate turkey wings and dressing with green beans. There you go. Good luck on selling your house. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Unconvicted Justice. How you doing, Johnny? It's been a while. I'm doing all right, hanging in there. I was doing, there's a couple YouTube channels that I like. Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, and he's got a book, or I don't even know if you call it a book, Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. And it's just these little quotes and wisdom of the ages. And when I get feeling a little funky, I like leaning on Stoicism. Adam, just got back home from Thanksgiving dinner with the family. Good for you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. It was quiet. It was good. It was quiet. I know you're away from your people. Yeah, it was real quiet, but it was okay. Like I was just saying, I was in a bit of a mood, and sometimes you got to find appreciation for life. Been plenty of times where I just don't want to be here no more. And sometimes you just need a good reason to get out of bed in the morning. Signal is starting to break up. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Huh. Yeah, I might have to kick a couple people to the curb. Let me know if it clears up, Eric. If it doesn't, I know who to kick to the curb. Yeah. I kind of had a feeling I was going to have some fun and games with this live. I feel you, dude. I don't want to be here anymore either, and I'm still and a lot BS to go through still. Yeah, life can be a real challenge sometimes, brother. You got to find that inner strength, and still young. Yeah, I get you, Eric. But that's just it. You're still young. You're still learning. And you'll work through it. You're good people, man. And you're very talented when fat finger. Yeah, no worries. I know what you mean when it comes to these gadgets. How's the signal? Did it clear up? Because if I need to block a couple people, I know right where to go. It's good. Right on. Glad to hear it. Interesting times we live in. That's for sure. Sometimes I spend too much time on the gadget. Signal is good so far. From now, it was being choppy for a bit. Yeah. Interference with some folks that pop into the comment section. I have a feeling they split knowing I was going to drop the hammer, because I see 6 and 6. I like it when it's cozy. I don't need no goofballs in here. Well, we'll see how how things progress and where the conversation goes. These lives always start off a little slow, but they usually pick up momentum and end pretty strong. Sometimes having too much time on my hands, I reminisce about the old days and thinking about Christmas shopping, and you keep seeing these commercials, Black Friday this and Black Friday that, and all these deals. And I remember going to the shopping malls back in the day, and there was hundreds of people running around, banging into each other, grabbing for stuff off the shelf. I don't think anybody does that anymore. You know, it used to be a spectacle to go to the mall and go Christmas shopping. I don't even know if there's much for malls left anymore. I think most of the malls in San Francisco and back home are all closed now. It's crazy. Crazy. Mm. They go online now and order. Yes, they do, Dave. Yes, they do. It pinwheeled a few times. Yeah, I think I can take care of that right now. There's one down. All right, let me know if it gets any better, Eric. If it don't, I know where to go. I'll start there and see what happens. Yeah, hopefully that, yeah, there we go. Henry, how was your Thanksgiving? It was quiet, Henry. Thank you for asking. I was doing a little, I don't want to call it meditating, but I get into the Stoicism stuff. I don't know if you ever heard of Marcus Aurelius, and he had a journal, and they called it meditation or meditations. And it's just these little one-line quotes, and they really give you a good perspective on life and an inner strength. The holidays can be kind of rough on me, and when I get to feeling a little funky, I got to find a way to cope with it, you know? Been through a lot of stuff as a kid, and life's been worse than it is now. And I got to find gratitude for what I have instead of feeling sorry for myself, you know? I hear you all. I hear all that. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I've been I've been surrounded by dark most of my life, and had to be my own light, for lack of a better way to put it. You know, how do I say this? I enjoy my own company sometimes. You know, finding ways to educate myself and make peace with my demons and make peace with life. Something I've done since I was a kid. And right now it's no different. I'm just older, you know, and getting all boo-hooey and feeling sorry for myself, it just makes it worse. It's like forgiving these people in this small town and the cops and everything else, all the drama I've been through. I don't trip on it no more. It's like my stalker called during the middle of the last live. I never listened to the voicemail, and then he called again the day after that. I never listened to either one of them. He's got nothing to say that I want to hear. But I'll keep him on my phone, so in the future, if I ever find an honest cop and anybody wants to do any homework, then justice will be served, but I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is selling this property and getting back home. Just stay focused on what I can do and pay no attention to what other people do and do the damn thing. It's like a bully in school, right? There's always somebody that wants to mess with you, and if you find a way to avoid the situation, there's nothing the bully can do, right? If you know when you walk home from school, he's always hanging out at that corner, you just go a different direction, right? Just avoid the situation. Therefore, you don't have to involve yourself with people that aren't worth your time of day. Eric, man, I'm surprised that you don't listen to those, but you're better off. Yeah. You know, back when he was first calling, I had to listen to all of them. Now I don't even care anymore. I don't even want to hear the guy's voice. Better off. Yeah, it just makes The wheels start spinning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He ain't taking no real estate up in my head. But should I ever find an honest cop, I'll dump all those voicemails on a cop and all 2 days in a row and the t-shirt and all the other ones. It proves a pattern of behavior, right? And he's a cowardly man. He'll never come knocking on my door or driving up my driveway. I ain't even tripping. He's just a coward. That's why he does what he does. I get too worked up things about what other people and it doesn't matter what they think. Absolutely, dude, it doesn't matter what they think at all, but it's hard to avoid that stuff. Yeah, I know. Tony's in the house. Good to see you, young man. Appreciate you. He's got a little nearly tweaker voice anyway. Yeah, he's got some issues. There's no doubt about it. But he's a cowardly man. Like I said, you know, nobody in this town has ever stepped to me. And I'm glad. I don't need a confrontation. You know, before the dogs died, my anger was pretty bad. And I was triggered real easily. And learning about all that nonsense, it's made my life so much more peaceful. I'm still here. Good to see you, Karina. Something else happened? Just crank phone calls. And I was talking about not listening to the voicemails anymore. I just save them on the phone. So should I ever get an honest cop that wants to do his job, I'll dump them all on a cop and they can deal with it. There you go, Tony. Yeah, I'm over it. Right, there you go. Yeah. Like I was saying, when the doggies died, grief really had me by the nuts, you know? And I had to get over that. And I had to come to terms with my anger and my sadness. And oddly enough, the sadness that I went through when the dogs died was so overwhelming that nothing got me mad anymore. Like I've said out here on more than one occasion, breaking a light fixture and laughing at myself because I didn't get mad. And I would have thought it would have been just the opposite. When they died, I would have got real angry. And it's just weird the way my brain works. And I'm very grateful. Like I said out here before, my dogs taught me more after their death than they did while they were here. And I'm very grateful for that. It's been some of the hardest times of my life, for sure. There you go, Tony. And the fact that I come out here every day and I still do what I do, I'm hoping other people see that no matter what you go through, you can find a way. You know, I've prayed to God several times, just take me. You know, doing that myself, it's not in me. Never has been. I couldn't hurt the ones that would still be here after I'm gone, right? And I couldn't do that. It's a very selfish, desperate thing. And that's just not in me. And I'm grateful that it's not in me, you know? Otherwise, I'd already be gone, believe me. You know, I'll admit I've had some thoughts how easy it would be to just check myself out, but couldn't do it. There's no fucking way. Yeah, man, I feel like I would have gotten more angry and hateful after losing. Yeah, you know, Eric, I really, when Kimba died, it shocked me. Because I was a lot closer to her than I was mine, for sure. And Mama Dog got all my attention because she was sick. And then when she went, to be honest, it was a relief. Putting her down, I knew she was in no more pain, and I didn't have to watch her suffer no more. And so, to a certain extent, there was this sigh of relief that they're at peace. And now I'm not tied to the dogs in the house, where if I need to giddy up and go, I can split. And I don't have to worry about what am I going to do with the dogs if I had to jump on a plane or something, you know. And now that they've been gone for a while, I spend a lot of time reflecting on life. And, you know, like the tattoo, My Crazy Life. All the things that I've been through, all the foster homes and drama and the wife and baby's mama. And I can go on and on and on and on about the outside world busting my balls. And the one thing that I keep coming back to, no matter what happens to me, you can't break me. You can't break me. If life was going to break me, it would have done it already. When I was a kid, I used to worry about mental illness because I saw my mom go through nervous breakdowns, and I was worried you could inherit that, right? I was like, oh shit, man, one of these days I'm going to go goofy just like mom did. But it's not in me. And that gives me resolve, knowing that my mental strength and my, how do I put this? You just can't break me, right? You might be able to kill me, but you can't break me. You can't break my spirit. You can't. And that gives me an inner strength. Yeah, dude, Kimba dying shocked me. It made me so sad to see that video, and I was in such shock. Yeah. I really didn't want to make that video, and I know the one you're talking about when I was holding her, but I needed to journal it. Don't ask me why. But I've always known that documenting everything every day, or as best I can every day, is very important. And I don't know why. I still don't know why I do what I do. You know, many times I just want to quit YouTube. I don't want to come out here no more. Just like I don't want to be here no more. But it's important. Life lessons learned the hard way, and sharing that helps other people. You know, it's like the dog rescue, helping aged out foster children and homeless veterans. That's my passion. And if alls I got is these videos and sharing my stories and no dog rescue, then so be it. It's not what I wanted, but it's like the apple under, or the snake under the apple tree. And the day I got the little tap by the man upstairs, having faith in God, you know, Joy's prayer bringing me to this town, that's God's hand. He brought me here. Joy's never been here once. She don't call, she's nothing, right? But she's the reason I'm here. And she completely forsaken me, right? All of our Bible study and all that stuff. You would think I'd be sour on God, but I'm not. Like I said, He brought me here. Doesn't matter how He brought me here, He brought me here. Doesn't matter what Joy did or what she does or what anybody in this town does. None of that matters to me. It's irrelevant. It's just like the stalker. They're all irrelevant to me. They have no bearing on my life. The only thing I need to do is stay focused, sell this property, and go back to California and pick up the pieces and start over. I've started over so many times in life, I can't even count. How many times I've moved in foster homes, how many times I moved as an adult, how many different jobs I've had, people in and out of my life. I just start over. And nobody can stop me unless you kill me. And then you do me a favor. I don't have to pray to God to take me no more. Let someone else do it. I just can't do it. I'm not that guy. Eric, did you spend time with your family during the holidays? Eric, yeah, but at least now you have nothing tying you down. Yes, exactly, Eric. Exactly. No, Karina, I didn't get to spend Thanksgiving with my family. I went to eat with some friends. Good for you, Eric. And waited an hour and a half in line. Holy shit. Yeah, that video was very heartbreaking and hard to watch. I know, bro. I haven't been able to watch it again. After I posted it, I never watched it again. In fact, I think I made it private. I don't even know if it's still up there anymore. I totally understand you and what you're saying about being important and needing to document it. Yeah, you know, holding her after she passed away and hit and play. Man, I did not want to do that. But I don't want to say I was forced to, but it felt like I didn't have a choice. I didn't come this far to stop short. And, sometimes it's hard to explain my actions. But the one thing I do know is it's not about me. Never has been. It's always been about the dogs. My first videos on YouTube is my little dog when she was a baby. And her last video on here was after she passed away. So from start to finish. Karina, yeah, you were with friends. There you go, Karina, yeah. I'm glad, Eric, you were eating with some friends, homie. Yes, it kind of disappointed by Joy. Yeah, me too, brother. I don't know why Joy did what she did. I kind of have a feeling because of these people that she didn't want the heat, right? But she should have warned me. She should have warned me about what I was going to step into. Instead, she just tucked tail and stared at her feet. But I get it. These people are very influential in this little town. So I know why she did what she did, but, church-going person and all that, she fell short. But, people do what they do. It's not the first person to disappoint me in life. Yes, I'm kind of disappointed by Joy, but I guess, and her possible worries. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm doing. There's a lot about this little town that'll probably be a mystery for the rest of my life. Like I said, unless I ever get an honest cop to crack this thing wide open, I'll never know. And I really don't care. As far as me getting my justice and all that, I don't care anymore. It's not important to me. All the money I've lost and all that shit, it's just not important anymore. The only thing that's important to me now is to get back home. That's it. All the injustice in this little town, it just doesn't matter, man. It's like this cowardly little stalker, he doesn't mean anything to me. Like the rest of the people in this town, they don't mean anything to me. That's part of that stoicism. And God, finding a way to forgive the people that did you wrong, it's important. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. Because it'll eat you up alive and it'll get you to do something you'll regret later. And so letting it go gives me my life back. And once I move, it'll be fine. Money's just money. I don't give a shit about money. I never did. That's why I tried to start a charity. That's why I gave a truck away 2 times. I've given 2 trucks away. and thousands of dollars to people. Thousands of dollars. Tens of thousands, to be quite frank. But, you know, just part of life. I've been a very charitable person throughout my whole life, and I've been used. Don't get into any of that. It doesn't serve anything to drag all that up, but, you know, I've had people use me and take advantage of my kindness. It just, whatever. Live and learn. How's the signal, Eric? Sometimes I get to talking about certain things, the signal goes to shit pretty quick. Oh, excuse me while I be a bad boy. I need to chew. I wasn't going to chew during this video, but I'm jonesing for some nicotine, and I won't smoke in the house. What's with this fucking lid? It don't want to open. There we go. Did we freeze up, Eric? Oh, that's a little bit much. Uh-oh. Something tells me subject matter got put the kibosh on the signal. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. A lot of folks don't like to hear what I got to say, folks in this neighborhood. They can't handle the truth. How's the signal, Karina? How's the signal, Tony? Well, I saw another one of these pop up. Still here. My mom called. Okay, cool, Eric. No worries, man. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. I needed to make sure I wasn't sitting here talking to myself. Well, I said quite a bit. I thought I'd take a little breather. Sometimes I get on a roll and I just kind of go there. I do try to remain positive one day that I find an honest cop, but after everything I went through and all the dimes I dropped trying to get help and got nowhere, that's why I let it all go. It was just a waste of time. But these videos will always be here. Johnny, I'm your new friend and no tobacco. There you go. Well, it would seem I scared a couple people off, but that's not uncommon. Me and my big mouth. But like I told you guys, you get the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Yeah, I'll be curious if I got this. I don't know if you want to call it a, I got this feeling that one day some honest cop or somebody is going to start poking around. And if that happens, the truth is right here. It's all out in the world to see. But if nobody looks for it, it'll never be found. And I've made peace with that. You know, like I said, forgiving these people for what they did, I had to make peace with it. But I also know that if anybody with half a brain and a badge ever does any thorough homework on my behalf, shit, people will go to jail. You can't commit perjury in a courtroom and get somebody jammed behind lies without doing time. That much I know for sure. DIYs in the house. God knows the truth, and he will make sure justice is served. I agree. I agree. I leave it up to God. I do. I say my prayers multiple times a day when I'm feeling, when things are really rough and my guts are all torn up. I talk to the man upstairs and he brings me relief. And whether his justice is served in my lifetime or not, only God knows. I like you, Johnny. And if you ever come to my live stream, I will make sure to tell my YouTube family you're a wonderful person. Thank you, Karina. I don't get your notices. I never get any notices, and I know I got the little bell lit up. So hopefully the next time you go live, the gadget will give me a heads up and I'll come over and pop in and say hi. It's, I don't know what it is with YouTube not liking me, but there's a bunch of channels that I follow, including yours, that I just don't get the notices. And you know how it is, while you're live, if a notice doesn't go out, you won't see it. But thank you for that. I appreciate that, Karina. John B's in the house. Good evening. Good to see you, John B. Always a pleasure. And thanks, guys, for hitting that button. I appreciate you. I haven't been live in a while, so you will get it when I do. Thank you, Karina. And if I'm not doing laundry or if I'm hanging out on the gadget and it pops up, I'll shoot over right away and say hi, I promise. Bing, bing, bing. Oh man, this thing's gonna bing a few times before it quits. Oh, justice. I've seen a lot of injustice in life, quite a bit. Stuff my mom went through, even my brother going to prison. He got a raw deal, and he shouldn't have done any time. But he had a lousy lawyer, and the way the courts work, if you don't have an ace lawyer, you're going to get thrown under the bus. That's all there is to it. And it's like trying to find a good doctor. They're far and few between. But that holds true to pretty much anything in life. A dentist, a doctor, you name it. I felt no warmth. Blessed and those who have not seen but still believe. There you go. Appreciate that. Thank you. Making peace with injustice. Something I've had a lot of experience doing. There's no doubt about it. Yeah. You know how it is. You could have a job and somebody you work with gets a promotion or gets a raise and you don't, but yet you work harder and better than they do, but they're the ones that get the promotion. Injustice comes in many, many forms. Karina, I'm sorry to hear that about your brother. Are y'all close? We were estranged, and recently we've had a couple text messages back and forth, so the door's open, and I'm hoping in time we get close again. We used to be real close, and I'm hoping one day we'll be close again. It's another reason why I want to move back home. I want a chance to make right the wrongs of my big mouth and get family back in my life. There you go, Karina. Yeah. Man. The good, the bad, the ugly, something I'm very familiar with. You know, just like the Willie story and all the rest of it. I've seen a lot of bullshit in my life. But like I was saying earlier, you can't break me. You know, whether I get sick and die or somebody does something stupid, that's out of my control. But when it comes to who I am and what I am, that'll never change. You know, I got played when I moved to this town, was very broken and out of character, behaved very poorly because of my anger, and I learned a great deal, and I'm very grateful for that education. That's what tells me if I can get back home, I'll be able to patch things up with my brother, because I'm not the same guy I used to be, and he's not the only one. I sent my daughter another text message. I don't know if it ever got to her or not, but it's important to me to right the wrongs of my big mouth and try to fix what I broke when it comes to relationships with family and friends. My anger got me in a lot of trouble in life. It never, well, I was going to say it never got me thrown in jail, but it did up here once. Nice thing is, when that all got cleared up, my criminal history is still spotless. It was kicked down to a ticket, so I have no criminal history, and I'm very proud of that. You know, all the shit I've been through in life, it would have been real easy to give in to the dark. But it's just not in me. It's not my character to get over on somebody or hurt somebody. That's not who I am. Karina, let us pray. Johnny, 2025 will be in a beautiful home, and you will be back home with family and friends. Oh, thank you for that, Karina. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. Thank you. God bless you. And prayers out to you and yours as well, young lady. We're all in this shit show together, you know. I call you guys family for a reason, because of saying nice stuff like that, you know. A kind act for a stranger. You know, coming out here and telling people when I sign off how important it is to hold the door open for somebody, change a tire for somebody, doing a kind act for a stranger, is the way I was raised, you know. I've told this story before, but when I was a little kid, before we went into the foster homes, probably about 5 years old, I stole the candy bar from the little convenience store. Mom sent me over there to pick something up for her, and I came home with the candy bar, and she said, "Where'd you get that?" And I proudly said I stole it, you know, like I was proud that I got over, you know what I mean? And she slapped me upside the head, and she said, "Take it back, and you better hope you don't get in trouble." And I was like, "Really?" She goes, "You better go take it back, or you're going to get a beating, you know?" And so I took it back to the store, and I told the guy I was sorry, and he kind of was shocked and laughed and said, he actually said, "Go ahead and keep it, if memory serves." And I said, "No, Mom said I had to give it back." And so I gave it back. And, you know, I wasn't the kind of guy that could go steal stuff. One time in my teens, me and this older kid in the neighborhood back in the ghetto, I was with him. He was driving in a car while I I wasn't even in junior high school yet. I think I was in 6th grade. And I was riding shotgun, and he said, we're going to go knocking. And I don't know if you don't know what that means, but that means stealing. And I was with him while he went and stole a radio out of a car. And I only did it once. And sure enough, later in life, somebody broke into my car, stole my radio, and stole everything out of my console. And it was karma. And when my car got broke into, I was pissed. And then all of a sudden, I remembered what I did as a little kid, and I was like, you deserve it, dude. And that was when I was in high school. So even back in high school, I knew the lessons of karma. And like I said, that's always been in me. You know, Mom taught me well. I stole it. I'm sorry for laughing at that. No, dude. Yeah, no. You know, a little 5-year-old kid, I was proud of myself that I got over and I didn't get caught, you know. But it was wrong. And Mom taught me. And like I said, other than being with this older kid once, stealing a car stereo, you know, I didn't steal shit. It's just not who I am. You know, I earned money the hard way. I paid taxes for almost 40 years. That's why I got an income now. You know, my pension from the union and money from the government for Social Security. That's because I earned money the hard way. It's the only way I knew how to live life. You know, I'm no gangster. I'm just not made that way. And I understand people that go down that road. They're a victim of circumstance most of the time. You know, you live in a bad neighborhood, you get caught up in it, and shit happens. You earned your pension. Yes, sir, John B. I sure did. I sure did. Got the tax returns to prove it. I still paying taxes, man. I'm paying taxes on money that I already paid taxes on. You get taxed twice on your Social Security. I knew you earned your money the hard way and the right way. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's the only way I knew how to earn money, man. Gone John's in the house. Good to see you. Hi, Johnny. Hope all is well. God bless you, my friend. Well, God bless you too, God John. Good to see you. I see 12 and 8. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. The world has changed a lot in my lifetime. It just absolutely amazes me. And when it comes to the gadgets and somebody hacking your gadgets and stalking you and malware and spoofing phone numbers, I learned a bunch of new shit that wasn't around when I was a kid when it comes to people doing dirt. Trump will get rid of that tax. Boy, that would be nice. Yeah, I have to declare my Social Security and I have to pay tax on it when they're giving me back money that I already paid tax on. It's foul, man. It's just shitty. Double tax. And, you know, that's supposed to be illegal. You're not supposed to be taxed twice. But when it comes to the government and corruption, I think we all know how that works. The kids in the house. Oh, I think I just said that. Oh, man. Memory's not what it used to be. Sometimes it's too good and sometimes it's not good enough. That's for sure. But when it comes to my childhood, I can remember stuff so clearly. Like I just got an image pop into my head when me and my little brothers were real little, went to the laundromat and put my baby brother inside the dryer and then turned the dryer on and watched it go around with him inside there, and he started yelling and screaming. We had to pull the door open so it would stop spinning. Putty cat. Capital gain tax is the worst tax of them all. There you go. Johnny, read my comment. Did I miss it? Where are you at? Let us pray. No, I got your comment, Karina. Let us pray. I got it. Thank you, girlfriend. I appreciate you. Is that the one you're talking about? Let us pray. I read that one out loud. Unless there was another one that you posted that isn't here. But the last one, let us pray. 2025. Yeah, I read that one, girlfriend. 14. We'll see if we can get to 20 tonight. Oh, okay. There you go, Karina. Yeah, no, I really appreciate that. I really do. And I said prayers for you too, young lady, for you and yours. Right back at you, without a doubt. This world is, how do I put this? It's such a shit show. You know, when I was a kid, things were real simple and straightforward. The good, the bad, the ugly, and now there's all this gray area and a bunch of really goofy shit. I can't believe how technology and the internet has changed the world so much. That's why my heart goes out to the younger generation. The kids that didn't grow up the way I did, old-fashioned morals and respect and manners, it's just not taught anymore. Pledge allegiance to the flag and all that kind of thing. It's ass backwards, man. It just blows my mind how the world has gone backwards instead of forwards. You would think technology would have made life better for everybody, but it's made it worse. And I don't think too many people will disagree with that. And thanks again for hitting that button. Appreciate you guys. Putty Cat saying hi to Karina. I like it. Oh, man. Yesterday was a good learning lesson for me. Thanksgiving. It was easier yesterday than it was last year, for sure. Last year, I was really fussy and upset with a lot of people back home. And this year, you know, being able to reflect on my behavior and why people distanced themselves from me and realizing that was my fault and I was blaming them for my shortcomings and my bad attitude. That's why I know if I get a chance to get back home, I can right those wrongs. Karina, I'm getting hungry, y'all. Well, go get some dinner, young lady. Thanks for popping in. Go eat your supper. I'm gonna have to get after cooking some dinner here before too long myself. It's coming up on 5 o'clock. I crash early. I'm usually asleep by 8 o'clock. I mean, shit, there's nothing for me to do, so I usually go to bed pretty early. But I'm gonna try real hard to stay plugged in every day and not avoid coming out here when I'm not in a good headspace. You guys always lift my spirits, and it seems kind of silly to not lean on the ones you love, you know, when you're having a hard time. I just don't like rubbing that off on other people, but, you know, you're good folks, and I appreciate you all very much. Karina, you talking about your prayer touches my heart, young lady. That's the kind of thing that makes the world go round. Stuff that, you know, doing a kind act for a stranger, and when you're the stranger and people do kindness for you, it gives me faith that all's not lost in the world. As screwy as it is, there's still hope. There's always hope. How you doing, Putty Cat? How was your Thanksgiving? And Kid, how was your Thanksgiving? Gone John, how was your Thanksgiving? John B, how was your Thanksgiving? Trying to talk to everybody. You on the coffee, bro? As usual, AJ. It's my go-go juice. Oh man, caffeine and nicotine. That's as hard as it gets for me. Oh, I gotta get to the eye doctor. So bad. Oh. Staring at the screen with these stupid cheaters, and the script's not right. It's not good for my eyes. Spent Thanksgiving alone. Yeah, kid, I know how that is. Right there with you, homeboy. Right there with you. 15. 9 and 15. I don't know if we'll make it to 20 tonight. Tonight's pretty slow. We're already been on here for an hour. But that's all right. There's always folks that chime in after the fact and show me some love. Oh man, my eyeballs are just itchy. Oh, sucks getting old. Oh, Karina, take care, y'all, and stay blessed, and much love to all of you. Well, thank you, young lady. Continue to keep your head up. Johnny, you are on the right road. Thank you, young lady. And as soon as I get a notice saying you're live, I'll come over and hang out with you, I promise. And hopefully the gadget cooperates and gives me a notice. And I'll go over to your spot and make sure sometimes if you click on the notice button and unclick it a couple of times that it makes a difference. Take care, Karina. Enjoy your dinner. Man, my eyeball just won't quit itching. Oh. Well, things have kind of slowed to a screeching halt and kind of running out of material. I might have to check out and get after some dinner myself. Try to be patient and see if anybody else pops in or we get some comments and get things rolling. But sitting here quiet makes me uncomfortable. And I see the view count dropping off, so I think everybody's getting pretty much worn out with my BS and got dinner to eat. What's for dinner, Johnny? Same old, same old. I'm going to cook up some ground beef and black beans, and nothing changes for me much. I'm pretty simple man, just like the Leonard Skinner song, Simple Man. I don't, nothing fancy. Any snow at your house? Yeah, we did. We got a little bit of snow, and it got cold. Dropped down into the teens today. I don't think it got over 20 degrees all day, but we only got a little bit of snow, but it's all iced over now. Cold and icy outside. Good news is the propane guy came the other day and topped off my tank, so I got plenty of heat. Just chilling like a villain. Thank you for asking, Putty Cat. Keeping the conversation alive. I appreciate you. Yeah, it gets kind of uncomfortable for me to just sit here and just twiddle my thumbs. Now we're down to 4. Yeah, I might have to check out. But we'll give it a couple more minutes and see how it goes. Eric, well, I'm glad you're good. My parents had like 12 inches of snow at their house. Wow, dude. Phew. I'm glad snow ain't falling that heavy, at least not yet. I really don't want to get out there with my little snow blower. It just, I'm not, my health sucks and my energy ain't worth the shit. And the thought of getting out there and blowing snow just doesn't sound like any fun at all. I'll go out there with the monster truck and smash it all down. It is even cold here in Florida. Only going to be in the 60s tomorrow. Oh, my heart breaks for you. I'm supposed to see single digits in a couple days. I don't remember if I said that I already. Most of it melted, but they got like 3 inches again yesterday. There you go, Eric. The kid wasn't completely alone. God be with us all. Amen, kid. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Yeah. When I'm alone on a holiday or a birthday or something that, kind of gets me feeling funky, saying prayers to the man upstairs always helps. You're absolutely right, kid. Putty Cat's laughing. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry if I can't feel sorry for 60 when I'm looking at single digits. If I was back in Cali, it's probably 40 degrees or whatever. In fact, there's some gal that I follow on YouTube. She's a little metal detector, and she was doing some metal detecting in Florida, and she said it was 59 degrees out, but the water was 72 degrees. I was like, holy shit, that's like taking a bath. I've never been to Florida. I'll have to get down there one day, see it for myself. Yeah, it looks like it's been pretty cold in Cali already this year. Yeah, I haven't checked the temp in Cali in a while. It's on my gadget though. Joshua 1:19. Have I not commended you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Amen, Putty Cat. Amen. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm big on God. Not big on religion and going to a church, but my relationship with God is very strong. He helps me get through. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, he brought me here. And there have been times where I've been fussy about the fact that I ended up here, but I got to believe he's got a plan. And whatever that plan is will unfold in due time. And if I don't know what his plan is until the day I meet him, so be it. But, this is all his design, not mine. And I've seen him at work. There's no doubt about it. Religion is man-made. Amen, young lady. A relationship with God is spiritual. I couldn't have said it better myself. Stick with sea salt. Yeah. I got some Himalayan pink salt that I usually use on my burgers. Me and my coffee. But when this live's over, this cup will be empty or close to it, and no more coffee for the rest of the night. 15-7. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. My little scorecard. Oh. It's so odd to me how much my, whatever you want to call it, how much things have changed on this YouTube channel. I get no exposure anymore. YouTube cut me off a long time ago. And before I'd get a fair amount of circulation, and there was one time in the statistics in the back, you can see what your channel has done in the last 48 hours. I had, at the biggest, I had 10,000 views in a 48-hour period. I've seen that drop down to 50, 60 views in a 48-hour period, from 10,000 to 50. But when the channel was really moving was when I was really angry all the time, coming out here yelling and screaming about all my drama. Drama sells, there's no doubt about it. But now that I'm not angry anymore, the channel went straight in the toilet. But at the same time, I don't have any messages held for review anymore. Very few trolls come out here anymore. Eric, I hope you have a good night, brother. Call you anytime. Love you. I love you too, Eric. Thank you, brother. Yeah, we'll talk soon. I'll try to give you a call tomorrow, man. And you can do the same. The kid, it's a badge of honor. There you go. There you go, Eric. Have a good night, everybody. There you go, Eric. Appreciate you, young man. And good luck with your struggles, homeboy. You'll get there. Like you said, you're still young. And you got a long life ahead of you. And it's just going to matter of time before things turn around for you, because you're good people, brother. I believe that in my heart and soul. Your life will get better, brother. There's no doubt about it. Have a great night. Enjoy your dinner. Mm-mm-mm. 16, 4 more to go. I don't think we're going to see 20 tonight. That's all right. I'll take quality over quantity anytime. Like I was saying, there's no trolls down there talking nonsense. It's so strange, because there used to be trolls nonstop. Every live there were tons of trolls. Not anymore. And I like it. I guess the trolls figured they don't get under my skin anymore, so they don't bother coming by. That's a good thing. Getting out of there in the spring. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If not sooner. Like I said, I'm going to try to reach out to this real estate agent Monday and try to get the ball rolling. And I found out I don't have to wait till spring. Worried about capital gains. I misspoke. I can list this house anytime I want. Have you done all you need to do to your house to be ready for winter? Yeah, I'm as ready as I can be. I should have done a couple of things, but for the most part, all I got to do is make sure that the driveway stays clear so the propane guy can get in here. That's my only real maintenance. Making sure the drive's clear so that I can get in and out and the propane guy can come in. But everything else, there's really nothing much for me to do. I'm not looking forward to this winter. If my real estate agent and I agree to list this house right away, and if by some miracle it sells quickly, I'll be gone. I'll be gone this winter. We'll see. We shall see. How long does the propane usually last you for? That kind of depends on how cold it gets, because the colder it gets outside, the furnace has to run more. You know, the heat differential between the hot and the cold. It's what I used to do for a living, HVAC, heating, air conditioning, and ventilation. When it gets real cold outside, the cold air sucks the heat out of the house, right through the walls, through the windows, and everything else. So, but I think the propane guy comes by once a month, and I know I won't go through a tank in a month. Even when it's real cold, it probably lasts 6 weeks, I'm guessing. Country girl, thumbs up. Thank you, young lady. Good to see you. Getting cold down here in East Binghamton. AL. Is that Atlanta? I think. AL. Sorry, man. I'm not good with the initials. Put a cat. This picture. Is the price of propane about the same as last year or higher? Alabama. My bad, kid. I asked the propane guy how was the cost of fuel, and he said it's only gone up a nickel since summertime. So the prices have been real steady, and the cost of gasoline up here is cheap. I think it's it's been a while since I've been into town, but it got under $3 a gallon, and I know back in California it's over 6, I think. That's one of the good things about Wisconsin. The cost of fuel is far cheaper than it is back home. Everything up here is a lot cheaper. Even food is a lot cheaper. I mean, a lot of beef and whatnot is grown right here, so it's reflected in the stores. And the thing is, people in Wisconsin don't have a lot of money compared to back in California, so it kind of evens out, I guess, for the most part. 17, we're 3 away. Me and my scorecard. Alabama. There's a state I don't know much about. Gator McCluskey. For some reason, Alabama's got me thinking about Gator McCluskey. I can't even talk. 86. I took a BMX when I was about 8 years old, and Dad caught me carrying it down the basement. It was the beginning of the end of me. FXR's forever. There you go. I'm putting my FXR up for sale. If you know somebody that wants an FXR Sport, I'm putting mine up for sale, and I got a real nice FXRT fairing, a real nice one. I hate to do it, but I need the money, and I'll hang on to the Street Glide, but my FXR is going up for sale. How long does it take you to clear the snow from the drive? It's not bad. Like I said, if I can get away with it, I just jump in my truck and I pack it all down with my truck, so I got the heater on. But if I got to snow blow the driveway and the walkway to the propane tank, I get it done in an hour. So it's not too bad. Oh, man. Thought I heard something. It's one thing about the snow, it's real quiet. When there's snow everywhere, boy, you go outside, it's so quiet. It's like sound deadening. And oh, by the way, 86, the FXR I got is pristine. It's only got 13,000 miles on it. I mean, it's cherry, real cherry. Got the air suspension up front and all that, dual disc. It's got the original belt on it, and everything is, even the frame, it's cherry. Paint could be better, but mechanically, that bike's very sound. Wow, we're down to 4. Oh, and now we're up to 5. Oh, well, I'm almost out of coffee. I need to cook some dinner. If we don't get some more folks popping in, or you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to check out here before too long. Excuse me. Putty Cat, are you going to sell furniture and other things in the house before you move? No, I really don't have much for furniture and whatnot. I just got vehicles I need to get rid of. One Harley and 2 trucks. If I can get rid of the Harley and the trucks, I'll be doing good. That'll put a lot of travel money in my pocket and less crap I need to move. But as far as household items, not really. What I need to do is start going through crap and throwing shit away and donating stuff and that kind of thing to lighten the load. Been dragging around a lot of crap I don't really need. But as far as selling stuff, there's not really much. Just 2 trucks and a Harley. And I kind of been dragging my feet. But once I get this house up on the market for sale, I'll get off my ass. I got an old Chevy pickup truck, 4-wheel drive, that I need to change the fuel pump in and give it a tune-up, and then I can throw it up for sale. And I got a little bit of work to do to the dually, and then I can throw that up for sale. And then the Harley, I need to get an intake manifold and a couple little things, and that'll be squared away. So I just got a bunch of little itty bitty shits I need to get done before I can put any of those vehicles up for sale. Yeah, a person always collects too much stuff in their life. Oh man, so true. Good to donate to others for sure. Amen. I have probably 10 bags of dog food, unopened dog food, good dog food. I got no use for it. I'm going to find a local dog shelter before I leave and donate all that dog food to a dog shelter. I'll do that on the way out of town. It'll be my last good deed in this little town. But I don't want to walk into a dog shelter until I'm leaving. I can't see them poor dogs in a cage. It'll get me jonesing to go rescue one, and I can't do that right now. It would be the wrong thing to do for the dog. It'd make me feel better, but I'm not putting a dog through a move. I'll wait till I get back to California. There's lots of pit bulls in California that need rescuing. The kid. Be vigilant on your way out of there. Oh, I will be. I'm vigilant every day, brother. Like I said, my survival instincts are very strong. And so being vigilant, that's just what I do on a regular 24/7. Trust me. But thank you for saying that. Sell the Street Glide and keep the FXR. We'll see. We'll see. The kid. Yep. There you go. Absolutely. I really don't want to sell the FXR. It's in such good shape, and I'll never find another one like it. With that low on miles and as well maintained as it was, it'd be real hard for me to find another one in that good a shape. I mean, shit, that RT fairing, I paid over $2,000 for that RT fairing. And it's got the stereo, it's got air, and it's mint. Those are hard to come by. I really don't want to let it go. And who knows? Maybe it'll go home with me. And because I wanted to put the fairing on it, and leg fairings and saddlebags, and turn it into a cruiser. Street Glide's nice, but it's too low. It's got no lean angle to it. But I bought that bike brand new, and me and that bike got history. I rode that Street Glide from California to South Dakota. Went to Sturgis on that thing. God bless, I'm out. Thanks for popping in, kid. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out here before too long myself. Got to cook up some dinner. Been on here for over an hour. You have a good night, kid, and thanks again. Appreciate appreciate you, man, and God bless you, brother. Stay safe, especially when you're cutting down them trees, man. 7 and 17. Oh, well, I'm gonna have to try to hang in and see if we can get to 20. You never know. You never know. I enjoy doing these lives. It's sure beats being lonely. And like I say many times, you guys give me faith that there's still some good people out there in the world. You know, you see a lot of crap online and there's always drama, but when I see your good comments down there, it gives me faith. Yeah, my street glide. Me and that bike's got a lot of history. Copper Canyon. I got photos of me and that bike in Copper Canyon in Sturgis. A lot of other ones too. All right, well, it seems like things have screeched to a halt and I got dinner to cook and whatnot. So I think I'm going to check out. Thank you very much, all you good folks out there in the interwebs. Johnny appreciates you a great deal. And do me a favor, a kind act for a stranger, especially the doggies, man. You ever get bored, go to your local dog shelter, sign up as a volunteer, and go take a doggie for a walk and see how good that makes you feel. I know a dog's a lot of responsibility for some folks, but it don't take much effort to go take one for a walk and see how that it will put you in a good mood. Give a homeless person a cup of coffee and a donut. See how that makes you feel. It's not a bullshit story. And the good folks that follow out here, you got that in your heart. I know you do. And I tell you this all the time because I know how it'll make you feel. So anyway, I beat it into the ground. You guys have a great evening. Much love and respect as always. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best with the stalkers and the trolls and whatnot in the world. And I'll catch you on the next one. Johnny loves you. Peace.